We're going to be about old Roger Goodell. Oh, Roger Goodell. He's at the Super Bowl week media outlet and talking about DEI. Obviously, he's talking about the 18, trying to add another game because I'm telling you right now, you're going to hear it first. Give him a little time. There will be a 20-game NFL season, and there'll probably scrimmage and probably one or two preseason games. They're going to eventually make it to a 20-game season, and they're going to have games overseas and all that. It's already in talks and cahoots. They're slowly going to 18, then they're going to go to 19, then they're going to go to 20. The next time Saquon Barkley or anybody comes close to breaking records, I doubt they will encourage them to sit them to break a record. I'm just going to go on some of these topics. Of course, he talked about Justin Tucker. I don't believe when I see he goes through what Deshaun Watson does. When Justin Tucker loses a year or two of his livelihood, let me know, like D. Watt. They've been sitting on this one for a minute. But because he's 35 and he's almost done, they might let him retire without any repercussions. We'll see how it play out. We'll see. You know how it usually goes. You know how it goes. Complexion for the protection. You know how it goes. Kind of like how Harbaugh got to run to the Chargers and then get to face the consequences with Michigan. You know. Anyway, let's get to the main topic, shall we? Roger Goodell and the DEI, diversity, equality, that's the big thing. That's the big thing that Trump tried to push on, what have you. And Goodell says we are compliances and we're not going to stop our programming because we're going to keep logos and everything like that, even though we know that the NFL has majority white owners and they've shown their political agenda. And they were in cahoots to run Colin Kaepernick out the NFL because Donald Trump said, get him up out of here, and they did. So this is your little back end way of trying to make nice with the Rooney rules because you really got owners who don't really want to hire black NFL head coaches or general managers. And you get the token Magic Johnson owner side situation with the Washington Commanders. Not outright ownership. You know, there are black folks who got money who could buy it. They just been told not to. You could not want it. I will never trust anything Roger Goodell in the field has to say after what happened to Colin Kaepernick because it was offensive and he got taken off his job because Trump got on there and said, get him up out of here. That's what it comes down to. People don't want to face it. Yes, Cap got paid to go away and Cap did Nike commercials and tryouts, etc., etc. But no one talks about the so-called sitting president was the one who told the owners he needs to go. Fire him. Think about it. Like this was The Apprentice. Think about it. The reaction, of course, with everything that happened with George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, etc., Ashford Arbery, everything that happened in 2020, the reality of saying Black Lives Matter and putting in signs of racism in and all the slogans and everything, they're putting on decals and everything, and taking knees and everything else, when they try to downplay what Kaepernick was talking about. You've already been bought and paid for, NFL. People think your sport is rigged. He addressed it, all that. Do I think it's rigged? Well, there's money to be made, streams and dreams and everything. The money's on Philadelphia to win, by the way, because they really don't want Kansas City to three-peat. But if they did three-peat, then they go for the four-peat. That's how I look at it. So that's how I'm saying. I'm not telling you I say you probably put money on both sides. I said, but they expect Philadelphia because Philadelphia knocked off New England with the Brady and all that. Of course, Brady did come back and win another Super Bowl with New England before he went on to Tampa Bay. Could deja vu be happening again? They may not put a little bump in the road. It's predictable. It's predictable for Philadelphia to win. The upset would be if Kansas City did three-peat. You heard it here first. I ain't playing. Because that's the fix right there. To get you all thinking that, yeah. Done deja vu is they beat New England 10 years ago. Deja vu, you beat Kansas City almost 10 years later. Think about it. Looks like a fix to me. Looks very suspect to me. Just saying. But let's get back to the DEI talk, shall we? The diversity and equality, well, Jerry Jones still hasn't had any black head coach to his team. The 49ers, I'm still waiting. You know. See, when you talk a good game, that's one thing. But it's another when you put your actions. We still know about Brian Flores' lawsuit against Miami Dolphins, Stephen Ross, discrimination, etc., etc. Roger Goodell does not say nothing. He talks in riddles because he is ran in a robot for the owners, and it's still the same old plantation. It's the same old thing. Now they feel good because they have black quarterbacks, which is long overdue, and they say, yeah. But why don't we get the owners and some GMs? Where is that? Where is that coming? Oh, because they keep raising the price up. So If your team, if they say 2 billion, you got to have 5 billion. You know, it just keeps raising it up. They keep on with this to keep them up out of there. And until you have a real say, you don't have a say. So he can talk all he want to talk. One reason is because with everything that happened a few years ago, and there is no just cause for them running Kaepernick out. Everything you see with these locals and everything is a reflection of that. He can sit there and say, no, you already bought and paid for. The owners were too. There are people who have stopped watching NFL because of the way Colin Kaepernick got dealt with. And it was an injustice of his livelihood. They paid him to go away. They cut a check just to say that, hey, yes, we were in collude. We colluded against you and whatnot. As if you, and then they'll sit there and give Robert Kraft an honor and Jerry Jones an honor. Never mind. I don't want to be making too much sense with this. You can think what you want, but we know Roger Goodell is just a puppet for them owners, and we know how it go. They have to talk a good game. They really want things to stay the same. They want to keep on adding games, and they want to bring games overseas, and they want to make more ways to make more money, and do all that. And then they want to move the games from network TV to mess up your local eyeballs or what you grew up on. Ain't that what they're trying to do? Ain't it so much like clockwork that they really want to try to change the way, but yet make it like the most important sport in America? But they're trying to make it the most difficult sport for you to watch, but also at the same time want to just legislate and dictate, how it go. So those Roger Goodell's Super Bowl week takes on DEI and the game and all that, which is much ado about nothing. Because all they're going to do is the same old same. That's what they're going to do. Anyway, tell me what you think. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.